So, I'm going to tell a few stories from my time in retail. I've worked 2 retail jobs in the 8 years that I've been working, almost 9 years now that I've had jobs. And retail can be a kind of a strange place. It's really just a weird place, man. You get all sorts of customers. They can be rude, they can be awkward, they can just make you extremely uncomfortable with the things that they're buying. And I'm no stranger to that. So these are a few of my stories. And we'll start off with the time that I was working at the Kmart in my local town. My first weekend working at Kmart, it was Black Friday weekend, and they decided that, training day would be a trial by fire. I would spend a couple hours, shadowing a guy who'd been working there a long time, and then I would spend the rest of my day working his drawer and learning the ropes. Well, it's probably not a good idea to throw the brand new trainee on register the day after Black Friday. Yeah. Especially when your new trainee is kind of an introvert, and you can tell by just the way he holds himself. Because, yay. But that weekend, it was bad, but it wasn't too bad. I learned the ropes pretty quickly. And in retail, you tend to get, you tend to have customers that'll bring you items that make you extremely uncomfortable just by looking through what they're buying. And one weekend while I was working, I had a gay couple come up to my register to, check out. And I have nothing against gay people at all. One of my best friends is gay, and I love him with all my heart. He's a great dude. These guys, I don't know if they intended to make me uncomfortable or not, but what they bought definitely did. Because the first thing that they bought was a couple of My Little Pony blind bags, and whatever, bronies exist, I don't care. But what these guys ended up buying after that was women's panties, and I started getting a little sus. I'm like, okay, whatever, cross-dressing happens, I'm not gonna kink shame people. And then came the lube, condoms, or not even lube, it was Vaseline. Just straight up Vaseline condoms and the 1980s My Little Pony, the movie. That's where I started to break. After that it was just a bunch of jewelry and stuff, but it was like the 3 in the middle there, the 3 items in the middle there were just like, the fuck is going on? Why did you come to the teenagers register? It made me extremely uncomfortable at that time, and I don't know if that was their intent, but whatever. Okay, so here's a neat little thing in retail that's going on right now. For years, retailers have been buying those little magic markers that change color if they, if it's a counterfeit bill. But the newer $20 bill, the most recent version of the $20 bill that's been released to the masses from the U.S. Mint, it has this little stripe down the side near Andrew Jackson's head, and the stripe is on the same, or is on the back side of the bill too, in the exact same spot, and it reacts to UV light. If that strip lights up bright fucking green, you know that you have an actual legitimate US or legal US $20 bill. Yeah, there are other things that light up under UV light. Bodily fluids, for example. Stuff that you're not gonna see with the naked eye after it dries up. And, a lot of these stores are switching to the UV light, and you know the thing comes with the marker attached just in case the battery on the UV light dies or whatever, so that you can still check your bill. No, the UV light, it's really, you get really squeamish when you scan a bill and you find nothing, and the whole fucking bill just lights up purple, and you still see the green strip underneath, and it's like, I need to wash my fucking hands in bleach and then burn them. And that's what happened to me a few days ago at work, actually, because I'm presently working at a convenience store while the Rona goes about. Yeah, it's not fun lighting up an entire fucking bill like that. And your teammate, if there's someone else on register, they'll typically see it too out of the corner of their eye, and you know they're just like, oh, you poor fucking bastard. Alright, so I currently work at a nondescript convenience store, and I'm only saying that so that corporate doesn't come down on my ass for sharing this story. Anyway, so my first night working overnights, I was being trained by someone else, and I was essentially doing all of the, you know, manual labor that comes with night shift because, well, I needed to learn how to do it, and I'm better at learning things by doing them and then receiving criticism on how well I did the job. You know, I'm more of a tactile learner. So, I was in the middle of sweeping our store when these two guys walk in. They're regulars of ours. They're EMS. I'm not actually sure, like, which one's the driver and which one's the actual medical technician. I don't know how the uniforms work. Doesn't really matter, though. So these two guys come in, and they're regulars of ours. They always come in. They come in every night because they're always on night shift. And, you know, they go about, they grab their fountain drinks, and they know that those are going to be free because we always give first responders free fountain drinks and coffees, you know. Our way of saying thank you for helping the community. But then these two guys go and they wander about the store, finding snacks that they want for the night. Which is fine, you know, I'm just in the middle of sweeping, my teammate's over there sitting at the counter waiting for something to happen, and these two guys are just talking. They're chatting with each other as the night goes, or as they go about finding their food, and they get to the counter and see something new. They see this new display of Slim Jims, Savage-size Slim Jims. Now, these things are like 3 times thicker than an average Slim Jim. They're fucking huge. And they've got Macho Man Randy Savage on the front of the box. You know, draw everyone's attention to these big fucking meat sticks. Big fucking meat sticks. Yeah, that's great out of context. Anyway, so they get talking about, you know, temporary displays or limited time displays or whatever for certain products, and how a lot of the times retailers are supposed to send them back to the manufacturer so that they can be loaded up and reused further on down the road. But a lot of the times the manufacturers don't want these fucking things back, so they just sit in the store's stockroom collecting dust. Which is, you know, how corporate America works. They start talking about these fucking things, and this one dude starts talking about a Slim Jim display that he saw at a gas station convenience store, and how it looked like a little mounted shark head, you know, and it was holding the box of Slim Jims in its mouth, and he thought it was the coolest fucking thing, and he really wanted to buy it. But before he got a chance, another first responder that these two EMS guys knew scooped it right out from under him, and he was so fucking pissed about it. And his buddy his buddy starts questioning why the fuck he was so tilted over losing the chance to display what is essentially a fake mounted shark head. And he's trying to explain how fucking cool these things are in his mind. And his buddy just can't wrap his head around wanting something like this little fake fucking shark head. And they go on for a few minutes after checking out, and they're still just standing there at the register. And suddenly, the one fucking dude goes, "But why would you want that? What are you gonna do with it?"
Chocolate?
And then all throughout the store, from every fucking corner of this little convenience store, you can hear, "Because it's fucking cool, Doug!" And I had to stop sweeping, like, in the middle of the aisle because I was just having the damnedest time containing my laughter. And I look towards register, and I can tell that my teammate is having a hard time keeping it to herself, too. And then the two look around and realize that they're still in the middle of a fucking convenience store. And they walk out. But as they walk out, they're still bickering over this little plastic shark head that the dude wanted to buy from a convenience store and mount on his wall. He still didn't have a reason why he wanted to do it. I think he said something about, like, putting TV remotes or something in there. I don't really know. But they're still fucking bickering over it. And they leave the store. And I kind of come out from the aisle I'm in. I look at my teammate. And we just start dying. Like, it was the dumbest fucking thing ever. And, like, we're sitting there laughing our fucking asses off. And I just look at her, I go, "Because it's fucking cool, dog!" And she just cracks even more. I'm like, I need to get that a fucking t-shirt, dude. I need to get that on a shirt. Just, "It's fucking cool, Doug." All caps, like 3 exclamation points. Ugh. Fucking Tales from Retail, man. You gotta love them.